music's too loud or not, I can't tell. Somebody will have to tell me. I'm still setting up, actually. Hello to anyone who's here. Oh, now people are joining. Hi. I'm setting up to paint. I didn't set up before I started. I had a lot of delays. I was going to go live 3 hours ago. Life happens, you know. It's okay. I burned a little sage and got the positive energy back. How was all of your days? Your Sunday? It was 90 degrees here, almost 90 degrees. And I laid out in the sun for the first time in a long time. And you can't tell on here because there must be some kind of filter, but I got sunburned. I found this cool instrumental mix. Pop music. This sounds like a violin doing Havana. Very nice. Oop. Don't want to mess up the canvas. I have a friend in Pennsylvania that I went to school with, and she has sent me 3 different gifts since she sells things like Park Lane jewelry and I can't remember the other things she sells. There's 2 other things. Oh, one of those is stick-on nails. And she has sent me 3 little gifts, and she bought, before Redbubble took it down, I painted a Winnie the Pooh you can see in my videos. And I put it on Redbubble because they have tons of people doing fan art. But they took it down. I don't know, other people have the same kind of stuff. So in any case, she was able to order a little purse right before they took it down, so they sent it to her. So she's the only one that owns that purse with my Winnie the Pooh artwork on it, because I gave the Winnie the Pooh artwork to Elowin, who lives a state over from me. She was the first one to gift me on a live. So I said, since you're the first one to gift me, I will send you a free tiny painting. So I did, and I said, what do you want? And she said, Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Don't confuse it with the other kind of Pooh. In any case, so I made her this tiny painting of Winnie the Pooh. And that's how that Pooh Bear came into existence. In any case, at least 2 of my friends have it now. And that was a lot of backstory to tell you. I just feel bad because I have told her I was going to send Jonelle a painting for, gosh, every time she sends me something, I say I'm going to send her a painting and I don't. So I have Bath and Body Works in her gift too, but she doesn't TikTok, so I don't worry about it. I don't worry about saying it. Well, I love your vibe too, Z. I like that. Does the Z stand for anything? It takes a while to get all the oil paint out. And these particular oil paints, I can't seem to find them in this big size anymore. Zodi Melev, my username. Oh, Sorry, the username doesn't come up, just the letter Z. That's super cool, though. Well, thanks for joining. If you ever see where to buy these, it's called Dynamic Crocodile, and American Art Supplies. That's who sold these. And I looked and they said they don't sell them anymore. I did find one place that sells Dynamic Crocodile from when I run out of these. But they're the little tubes. And I actually I ran into trouble finding the frames too that I sell my tiny paintings with. They're in my link tree. The link tree at the top of my page, well, there's a section where you can say see tiny paintings or buy tiny paintings, and you can go and see the frames that they're in. I had trouble finding those too, so I needed to stop. I stopped for a while. I used to go live, I don't know, at least once a week, but I stopped everything for a while because I just need to regroup and rethink what I'm going to do, you know? Sometimes you have to do that. I will get to the painting, I promise. I have a book too that I wrote, and I was thinking, well, at night times I should read this because it is a fun story. I should make a little poll, but I don't know how many people are on. 6 people are on. I don't know if I should, if people would like that or not, if I sat and read a book. And I also have other books I like. I'm into spiritual stuff. I don't know if any of you are into spiritual things, but anything spiritual I am very into. In fact, you are sitting on top of my Dr. Wayne Dyer inspiration book. It's one of my favorites. It was the first spiritual book I read. Well, actually not the first. The first was Creative Visualization. It's over here. This is the first spiritual book I read outside of the Bible. I have read the Bible several times, but in pieces, you know, not front to back. Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain, and I know I'm not saying that right. You are? That's wonderful. Take my time. Oh, okay. I will, thank you. This helped me worlds. I've read this front to back twice. And I didn't know she wrote other books. I actually didn't know this was a woman until Google was invented and I could look her up, because I got this book in 1994. This is an old book, but highly recommend. Before those 2 books, I could barely speak. Like, I was just, you know, it was a different time, and I was raised on a mountain and old-fashioned families, and when you're raised not to speak until spoken to, and that, you know, I know things change when you get out in the world, but it's not like growing up in a city, you know? It's a little different. Thankfully, we had Altoona next to us, so I got to open up a little bit, and then I got a job at Del Grosso Amusement Park, and that was just opened me up. I loved working in an amusement park. I don't know. Do any of you like amusement parks? They're like my favorite thing. One of my favorite things. I have a lot of favorite things. I should show you what I'm going to paint, but it's behind you. She wants a painting of Racetown Lake. You can look it up. It's kind of south of where we grew up. Actually, a lot of south. You have to drive over an hour to get to it. But Racetown Lake is a very beautiful place to go vacation if you've never been there. So that's what I'm painting tonight. I have to see what I want to do for sky. I don't think I brought my cerulean. I'm almost out of cerulean blue. Cerulean is one of those, because indigo is what comes with a lot of sets, but cerulean blue will give you those nice, the nice skies, the nice pretty skies, you know. the ones that look like sky. Like if I use this indigo, it makes the sky look a little dark no matter how much white you add to it. And if I add a little yellow, then it gets a little green. I guess we'll dive in here. It keeps telling me to interact with my live, but I think I am. You guys can ask any questions that you want to. I set up this little station. Oh, and I made this. Because I've moved this thing around 4 times in this apartment. I can't seem to find a good place to do a live. So I tried to make a little corner to do a live, and then I got a black light. So if I do decide to read the book, I'll do that at nighttime with a black light. And I think that would be fun. All this stuff lights up when I put the black light on it. So I thought I'd make a live corner. Is that black? Did I just mess it up already? I did. Hold on. Oh, that's what these are for. You can tell me where you're from. Was the weather 90 degrees and sunny where you were today? Or did you have a nice weekend, and what did you do? You know, I think I put black down here twice. I hope I didn't, but I think I did. Oh, you're in Texas. Yes, I don't think I could handle that heat. That is really hot. Oh my goodness. I've never been to Texas, so I guess I don't judge till you try it, right? Do you get those windstorms there? I did know a lady that lived there for a while. Hi, Cupid. I'm trying to get a painting started, but I'm slow moving today. That's okay. Sometimes you're slow. You don't have to rush everything. Like Z said. You're grocery shopping from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Because once it's 12 p.m., you're already toasting. Yes. Yeah, the windstorms. When she was describing the windstorms, it was unbelievable. She said she worked at a place with a glass front, and the glass would bow in and out during the windstorms. And I was like, how do people live there? And I did talk to an insurance adjuster that came here from Texas, and he had built a metal house where he could pull this metal, like sort of like a garage door, but over his whole house, down over the windows, so that they wouldn't get any more storm damage on their home. Cool. Did you have a nice weekend, Cubit? I'm still trying to make the sky color. I guess I should have hunted for my cerulean blue. Plus we got clouds in this one. I used to be really good at clouds, and I noticed that I'm not painting clouds as well as I used to. Okay, I'm gonna lay the first layer. I'm doing her a 5x7 for her. I'm not really quite sure. I'm gonna try and combine 2 pictures. We'll see how that goes. Oh, it's going in better than I thought. I should do... Do you know the artist Michael Cheval? No, but I'm gonna write it down and look him up. Actually, I don't have any pens here. Here, I'll paint it. C-H-E-V-A-L. That way I'll remember. What does Michael paint? Is he an impressionist too? Ah, See, that's brilliant. I wish I was smart enough to think about themes. And then when they came out with this series, I was like, I should do a series of some kind. But I have ideas floating through my head all the time. I have ADHD type 2. And I used to use just coffee, like, to focus, and I was fine with that. But I have a condition now where I can't have any stimulants, any caffeine or anything. So I have to just deal with it, and it's hard. Oh wow, Drew's live. It's like contemporary mixed with I Spy. Oh, that's cool. Like find the, like almost like where's Waldo. Wow, what a great idea. I assume once I get, a lot of the times my ideas get shot down because of where I live too. Like I don't get a lot of peace time. It's an apartment complex. And I also don't have a lot of room. It's a very, very small apartment. And I imagine like once I get to move out of here and into another space, I will also expand like what I can do, because I can leave areas set up and go back to that. Not that I couldn't do it here, it's just I was interrupted 3 times before I started today's live. So it gets a little difficult here where I'm living currently, but I can't do anything about it right now. It's alright. Oh, are you on here, Drew? It says invite Drew to go live. So I don't know if you're on here. If you are, comment and I'll invite you to go live. Because you play cello, right? It's cello. This is violin, I'm pretty sure. It's not cello. There's my piano. That's what I play. And I need to practice. Yeah, it was so funny because it was one of those things where my great-grandmother insisted, you know, that all her great-grandchildren would play the piano, she wanted the girls to play. And I didn't want to at first. I liked just playing around on it, but I didn't want to take the lessons. And I hated it for the longest time. And the last couple, I took 10 years of classical piano lessons that she paid for. And the last couple years, I was really enjoying it. And then I started the workforce, and my piano was at my parents' house, and I lived 3 hours away. I eventually got a keyboard, joined a little coffee shop band called Charmed. That was in York, Pennsylvania. But we used to play Lancaster. We played, was it Washington, D.C.? Once, and Harrisburg once. But mostly it was Lancaster that we played in, even though we lived in York. But that was a lot to keep up with a full-time job. My dad passed away shortly after I graduated school, so things didn't work out the way I thought they would. I had to pay for a roof over my head and all kinds of stuff I didn't plan on that young, because I moved out when I was 17. So, things just didn't go as planned, so I didn't keep up with the piano. I have a keyboard now, though. Do you play any instrument, Z? I bet I know who you are, but you have a username, so I can't tell. I learned to paint the edges too, because when this kind, They call this a stretched canvas. I have my retainer in. On a stretched canvas, you can just hang them on the wall. You don't need to frame it. Or you can have them framed. But if they just hang it on the wall, it's better if the edges are painted. So now you know. You have played piano before. Yes. See that college thing. What did you go to college for? Oh, nursing. Are you still doing that? Cool. Well, I would like to go on live, but I have to check and see if it's within copyright rules, if I could read other people's books. I know I can read mine because I wrote it, but I would love to read Dr. Wayne Dyer and the Creative Visualization book. There's a couple other books. Someone very dear to me, whom I asked if he would manage me. He did say yes. I hope he keeps his word. But, because I'm real bad at making my own schedule. I thought I would be good at it until they told me I couldn't take stimulants anymore. And then I was like, oh, well, I use that to focus, so it's been a little tough. He's a sweetheart, though, Jonathan. There was something else I was going to say, but I'm blushing because... In any case, yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say. It's alright. He makes me forget a lot of stuff. In a good way. He makes me forget a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, a lot of people lost people during that pandemic. That's another thing I think that got me more into the spiritual books is my dad dying. He died at 47, and I was 21. Not a good age to have your father pass away, by the way. Yes, I did struggle with drinking just to handle it. Nobody in my family talked, really, so there's only so much you can do to handle your emotions when nobody talks. But, in any case, I made it through. I made it through that. We all make it through our things, right? I think that's what led me to going outside the Bible, because the Bible's wonderful. It is. But I always felt and knew there was something more. I feel like I've known since I was born, since I was aware that I was not, that we're spirits inside bodies. And I came up with a better term for that. Next time I get to talk to Jonathan, I'm going to tell him. Because I heard another creator call it our meat suits, and I thought that was so cute, but when you're trying to flirt with a guy, I found out that's not the term to use. Don't use the term meat suit. So, in any case, avatar is what my other friend used, and I was like, oh, I should have said that. She didn't know what I was talking about, but I did. My paintbrush is falling apart, but I like my old paintbrushes. They're like old friends, you know. I don't care if they start falling apart. This is so, the sky's turning out really cute. Okay. I also thought this would be calming because sometimes people get the Sunday scaries before work on Monday, and it would be nice. Plus I like to get to know people, but I think sometimes like I don't notify people when I go live. Like I don't share it with my friends or anything. I should probably do that. I have to mix up a couple different greens here. I'm putting in a mountain, so I'm gonna have to focus for a little bit to get the shape. Oh, thank you. I wish I could put it so you could see the painting too. I'm not that technical. That's another thing I'm hoping Jonathan helps with. He's got a computer degree or certificate or something. Anyway, he knows he knows how to do all this, and it's not my forte. Obviously, I'm a visual. I have a degree in the visual arts. Sadly, the places that I've lived did not have a lot of opportunity for visual arts, but I've made it somewhat. But I'm just very visual. I use stippling, which is where you pick the brush up and down really fast to do far away objects, far away flowers or far away trees like this. I have to make sure I don't poke my thumb through the canvas. Is the music too loud, Z? Or is it... I don't know how loud it is, or if you can hear me over it. I can't really tell. The volume's good for me, but I don't know what it sounds like through the video. Oh, isn't that piano beautiful? That's the effects of the stippling. You see how it, like... when you pick the brush up and down really fast. And actually, I think I made this a little... This should be higher. Hello, Lilith. Lilith plays piano. Z, if you see the comments from Z above, she plays piano. All of us play piano. Isn't that neat? Z, you should follow Lilith because her piano is very good. I'm painting a place called Racetown Lake. There's going to be a beach in here. How are you, Lilith? Oh, anytime. My favorite thing to do is when I see a good soul, I like to promote everything they're doing. And people don't know I'm doing it a lot of times. I advertise for free all the time. I just did it for my friend Matthew Rife. He's the one that makes the real Rife machine. Like, don't buy any other Rife machine if you're going to buy a Rife machine. And if you don't know what a Rife machine is, you can look at realrifetechnology.com. His great uncle, I think, is the one that created the Rife technology. And there's a big story with that, so you should look that story up. I don't know if that's going to come out right. Sure. I may have to use a different brush for that, so. I found out you can just pull the oil paint off the end of the brush, which is not the way most, like, I did go to art school and I learned how to do it properly, but I do it my own way. You're supposed to use a different brush for each color and mix all your, and you're not supposed to do this. But I do what I'm comfortable with, and it turns out, so I don't complain about it very much. I still researched all the, like, how to seal it and the proper things to clean the brushes with and all that. I don't use turpentine. I wouldn't go near turpentine. I spilled a bottle. I got turpentine with my first oil painting kit, and I spilled it in the kitchen, and not knowing, I breathed it in, and I was sick for days. So after that, I was like, no more turpentine. Oh! Well, I hope you have a good night rest, Z. And I hope you have a great day at school tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Oh, Lilith, we can go live together. You have to go too. It was good to see you, Lilith. Now I need to make water. It was so nice meeting you, Z. Oh, that's the perfect color. See, I love how things just, when they just work out like that. to make a beach now. Try to make a beach. Oh, it's too much black. Too much black. Do it this way. There, that's the color. Ah, I didn't know what that was. I may have to let this dry and come back and do another live when I do the details, which I still have to do with Splash Mountain, because I took photos and was going to paint that for the people that miss it. I'll just have a painting of the inside of the ride. I do think I may have to let the background dry. That's Racetown Lake before the people. I have to add the beachgoers and more detail once the background dries. I call that blocking, where I just blocked in the sky, mountain, the lake, the beach, and the pathway that people go up to the vending. So once this dries, and that's not how I do the tiny paintings. The tiny paintings, I do it all at once, and that's called alla prima. But this is a bigger, this is a 5x7, so I think it's gonna have to dry. And I probably should have shared my live out to tell my friends that I was on, because I think I will do that next time. When we come back for the details, we'll do that. I might be back on tonight to read my book, though. I don't even know how long I've been on or how long that took me.